That's not a good start right there. I thought I had everything ready to go, and it's on the wrong screen. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, dude, I guess we're technically live right now, but I like to do a little bit of banter beforehand, you know what I mean? So it's not just like I go straight into the podcast, you know? But I was thinking, right now, I can't get my mind off this cup of coffee. So, I really feel like I need to go get this coffee. It's just a feeling deep down. I think it needs to happen. So, Wolf, you're gonna have to distract for a minute while I go put some cream sugar in a coffee and get it in my cup, if you don't mind, and then we'll start Chatterday. Are you ready for that? Are you up for that responsibility?
You know what? I got it. Good morning, everybody, and
Okay.
welcome to Dave Loudon's Chatterday podcast featuring Dave Loudon himself, the host, and myself, WolfX Live. Hope y'all are doing great. Dave is a little bit way too tired this morning. He's got to get coffee. I got mine already. I was prepared. Crispy, doing good, man. How you doing? It's good to be on this podcast. Good to be back on a podcast again, that's for sure. It's been a hot minute since I've been on one, so um, being able to talk to other people that's not in my chat, that's different. So, but how's everybody doing today? As I get to play distraction for everyone while Dave is getting coffee. Oh, Crispy, how are the games been going, by the way, on your Valorant? Wolf with the carry. That's right. This is now hosted by WolfX Live, just for the next like 2 minutes when Dave gets back with his coffee. So hope everybody's having a good day today. We got Mediocre CEO in the house with Mystic Donkey as well. How are you guys doing today? You guys having a good weekend? Hopefully, a good start at least.
Okay.
Definitely sounds like Dave is back. There he is with the energy drink called Coffee with Cream and Sugar.
Did you just completely mess up my stream? Am I gonna get banned from Twitch now?
I took it over. I said it's hosted by WolfX Live now.
Oh god damn it. Son of a bitch. I guess all this work I've put into Chatterday is now in vain. It's been taken over by Wolf. So I'm sorry. Uh so let's
Mediocre CEO coming in saying Wolf with the carry.
I know, right? Well, a man's gotta have his goddamn coffee. That's all I gotta say, dude. It's the lifeblood. My daughter, I was just telling Wolf, my daughter woke up last night at 4 in the morning, so I had to like get her back down, and I'm exhausted, and I've already drinking one cup of coffee. I need another one, you know what I mean? And so someone's got to carry my ass today because I can't carry my own ass. You know what I mean? But um
Dave is a guest on the Wolf Show.
all right, you know
Hashtag
what?
dad life problems.
Let me just send him the document. He can just run the whole thing. Uh,
And I'm out.
he's like, I look at copyright laws, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, why does Wolf own all of my stuff here? I don't understand what's going on here. He's like, yeah, that's mine now. I'm Chatterday. Sorry, man. Got the
Oh man,
copyrights.
that would be funny. That would be bad.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, all right, well, I guess I'm changing the name to Chatter Sunday. I don't, that doesn't even rhyme. That doesn't work. Fry Chatter?
Well,
Fry Chatter.
keep drinking your coffee. You'll eventually think of
Okay,
something.
yeah, I cannot. My mixing of names of chatter and days of the week is not going well. So we're just gonna start this out. Welcome to Chatterday. My name is Dave_Loudon, and you are listening to episode number 13 of my podcast, where each week, except for last week, I introduce you to a new and awesome small streamer. We talk about their channel, who they are as a person, and then if we have some time, some different gaming news from the past week. If you are watching this live on twitch.tv/Dave_Loudon, stick around after the interview to watch us play a few hours of Valorant. I downloaded Valorant, everybody. Our guest today is all the way from Texas, right? Texas?
Really? Savannah, Georgia.
Georgia. Oh my gosh. No, like Mediocre, Ichabod, uh, Underdog are all from Texas, and for some reason that just stuck in my head. So, hailing all the way from Savannah, Georgia, we have the Wolf X Live. How you doing, my man? What is up?
Just joining you here on this awesome podcast of yours, Saturday, drinking up some coffee with you and
Mm,
enjoying my weekend. Didn't have to
cheers.
work much overtime, so yeah.
Nice, man. Nice. How's everything going with just the personal life? Good. Just like chilling out.
Oh yeah, dude, it's been going great. Just got married like 3 weeks
That's
ago.
what I was looking for.
So that was awesome. We streamed it on Twitch. Also had a pretty good showing. Had about 30 people on average watching it. So that was really
That
cool.
is awesome, dude.
The honeymoon was great down in Orlando. Went to Disney and Universal. I actually went and got myself a one of those custom lightsabers, which you can't see; it's too dark. But from 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 Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood
That's
Studios.
awesome.
So
Did did you get also complement that with a Harry Potter wand as
I've
well?
already got two Harry Potter ones.
Oh, okay.
I've had those for a few years. The
Okay.
lightsaber was kind of like my childhood has come to life, so I need this.
I need this now. Yeah, last time I went to Disney, so I'm on the West Coast, so I usually go down to Disneyland
Land.
instead of World. And I went to Universal Studios last time and went to the Harry Potter World in California. I think it's LA, the Universal Studios is in, and it's man, the Harry Potter World was cool. I was impressed with it. The Star Wars stuff in Disneyland was really cool too. I can only imagine Orlando's seems to be kind of like ahead as far as like their attractions, so I'm sure it's and I think their attractions they have more room to build bigger things. So I'm sure that was pretty freaking cool going down to Orlando and doing that thing. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, they definitely have more area down in Orlando. I think they kind of go back and forth with who gets better attractions at times. I know in June, Universal Studios Islands of Adventure is opening the Velocicoaster, which is the new
Oh,
hypercoaster coming to Orlando, Florida, which
oh,
I've seen the videos of it and it looks awesome.
hyper
And my
coaster.
wife and I are annual pass holders, so we're hoping for an annual pass holder
Ah,
night that we can go and ride this roller coaster.
so how far away are you from there then? Because you're in Georgia, so that means you're probably not too far off.
About a 4 to 4.5 hour drive.
Oh,
It's not
that's
too bad.
easy. That's easy,
Yeah,
man.
it's if we wanted to, honestly, if we wanted to, we could easily do a day trip down there if it was just me and my wife.
Yeah.
Now, you throw my daughter in the mix, that's a different story.
Yeah, 4 hours in the car with a young kid is not ideal. I'll put it that way.
Believe it or not, it's not the car ride; it's the car ride back after she's been at the park all
Ah,
day and getting worn
the
out.
melt. The melt. I see. So it's probably best if you get a hotel at that point. I need to write
Yes.
this all down because my daughter's not quite young enough to be going on road trips with yet. She's still only 18 months. So, yeah, once I hit that point, it's like, okay, no day long trips. Got it. Put that in my little dad notebook. You know what I mean? And Crispy, I'm off to a great start. Keep your comments till the end. Keep your comments and concerns till the end, Crispy. This is fantastic.
Oh,
Everyone
hey,
loves it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Crispy. I'm gonna call it out now. Melon is rubbing off on you.
Oh no. Oh no, we're getting called out, dude. Hey, I know that guy on the right. Oh, cool. Well, FPS, welcome to the stream, man. You'll get to know me
Great
too.
pick.
You'll get to know me very well, if you know what I mean. Anyways, so we're gonna move right along. Oh, hey, let's get
That's
to.
concerning.
It's not concern. It's not as concerning as you would think. You know what I mean? Like it's only semi-concerning, depending on who you are. You know what I mean? Let's get some. Let's just get some nice like chill beats going. So, do you use Twitch soundtrack at all? Is that some?
I do not know.
No.
I
Okay.
don't play music on my stream just because like everyone loves my whole shoutcaster persona that I got going on.
Okay.
So I tend to not play music.
Okay. No, I feel that. I feel that. I play a little bit of music during Chatterday, just cause like I don't know, it's just a nice flow in the background. I feel like, but
Oh yeah, I get
um,
that.
anyways, yeah, I try honestly whenever I'm playing. It just depends on the game with me with music. Like I sometimes I'll play music like during this game, or if the game is like really sound heavy, the music just makes it sound like muted. Then I don't worry about it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Now,
Anyways, go ahead.
if I was playing a game like Elite Dangerous, I would definitely have music playing in the background, but I
Okay.
don't stream it very often.
Oh, okay.
Because it's literally just a space exploration game. So when you're flying around space with nothing but the sound of your
Space.
spaceship,
Yeah. No, I
some
feel
music
that.
helps with
I
that.
feel that for sure. Well, we were talking about this the other day. Because I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, obviously, if you've watched this before. As a killer, there's a lot of audio cues that you need to listen to, so music actually kind of fucks with that. But if you're playing Survivor, like all the audio cues are super straightforward, so I tend to play with music on stream while I'm a Survivor, not a killer. I don't know, just things like that. Like that's just an example of when I do and don't use music. But
Gotcha.
I've been using Twitch Soundtrack lately, and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's like the music that you hear in an elevator in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of there. And so it's nice for that. And it's generally non offensive. The rap is extremely offensive. And I don't know what they're thinking with some of that, but. But whatever. I mean, it's Twitch's thing. I can get banned for saying the N word, but apparently all the rappers on their Twitch soundtrack just love saying it. So I don't know what's up with that. But
That conversation.
that's a conversation for Twitch. That's for sure.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there.
I think everyone's kind of brought that up though. Like, wait a minute, you've banned people for language like this, and here it is, like blatantly in your Twitch soundtracks. Like, what are you guys thinking? Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, Twitch is very controversial these days anyway, so.
I know, right? Let's all go to YouTube, everybody. Come on, let's go. Facebook. Let's give Zuckerberg our monies and get stars for a living. God damn, dude.
Zuckerberg or Bezos, who do you want to give money to?
Oh God, probably Bezos. I already give him my life and soul with my Amazon Twitch Prime. By the way, if you have Twitch Prime, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Anyways, let's go.
Shameless plug.
I know, right? Why not? Why not? We're doing it. We're doing it live. So let's get back to what this is actually all about. This is the podcast about you today, Mr. Wolf. So why don't you give me the elevator pitch, the sales pitch on your channel? What is your channel all about, man?
Oh man, okay. So WolfX Live, twitch.tv/WolfX_live. I'm primarily a Valorant streamer. I kind of have built my following and my channel on like this shoutcaster persona / voice that apparently I have.
You do.
Every time yeah, every time I go in, I generally play solo queue in Valorant just because like that's how I've been getting a lot of my following. Like during the game, I'm literally shoutcasting the game as I'm playing, along with doing like introductions and like mid-game announcements and stuff like that. And a lot of the random players throughout Valorant has been really enjoying it. A lot of people have actually been trying to push me to try and do this professionally, like
Yeah.
actually go and shoutcast the Valorant esports scene, because apparently the shoutcasters there aren't that exciting, and I try to make it exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just Valorant and Riot Games in general, like all their games have been known to be very toxic community, and being that I've played League of Legends for 10 years or however long the game's been out, now I'm in Valorant, I have seen it. I have seen the evolution of how toxicity has built in these games.
Yeah.
And I've fallen into the toxicity in League of Legends. I was toxic at times in League of Legends, and I got punished for it. I actually lost my primary account to a permaban because
Oh damn.
I was a little bit toxic to the players. And I've probably had $2,000 spent on that account.
Was
And
it gameplay toxic or was it talk
Um,
toxic?
so my toxic isn't just jumping into a game and just yelling at people and calling them names.
Yeah.
Um, I play games like League of Legends, Valorant, games like that. I play competitively. Like I want to get better at it. I want to increase my rank.
Yeah.
So that's all I play unless I'm going to practice. If I'm going to practice, I'll go play it, have fun in normals. So when I'm in a competitive game, ranked or competitive, I try and work with the team. I try to give them advice,
Mm-hmm.
and then like when they keep making the same mistake over and over again, and they're not taking advice on trying something different, that's when I kind of get a little angry at them, because like I'm trying to win. Like
Yeah.
I know people are trying to have fun with the game, but in my mindset, if you're playing a ranked game or competitive, like you need to be there to win. That's the point of ranked and
Yeah.
competitive.
100%.
If you want to play the game for fun, then go play normal. Like go have fun in normal. I won't flame anybody in normal. Like I'm there to have fun. I'm there to have a blast. But like I do get irritated when people don't want to work together to try to win the game in competitive or ranked systems. So I had a lot of events where I was very angry at people in ranked and league, to the point where I finally got a permaban on it. So because of that, I've kind of changed the way I play competitive games now, and I try to be a lot more positive and like, hey, it's all right, guys, we'll get them next time, things like that. So I'm trying to help build more of a positive community within the Valorant gameplay. So
well, I think you
the
see
shoutcasting
that.
has definitely helped that.
You see that toxicity everywhere, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's apparently really bad in not only Valorant, but Rainbow Six is a huge one that I hear. It's just like if you're not playing the game they want you to, they really punish you for it, as far as like the toxicity and the way that they, like by killing you before you even start, team killing you, shit like that. So like, it's crazy how you've watched this toxicity evolve from like, it used to be like, you're in, back in the day you're playing Halo and you're screaming at the other people, grenading you and whatnot, but now it's like turned into like actual teammates are being toxic towards each other because they're not playing the game that they want you to play. But on your point exactly, I completely agree with you, where it's like, if you're in a competitive mode, you need to be competitive. You can't just be trolling the game, because that really, people's ranks mean something, you know what I mean, to people, and when you start fucking with that, it really is not a good thing. So I don't know what the solution is. I feel like there's been a huge crackdown in the gaming community on toxicity, though. I know Sony for a fact has really been working with their like chat services to make sure that people aren't being toxic, and they've been handing out bans very liberally for being like pieces of shit, basically. And so I kind of like to see this crackdown on accounts getting banned and stuff for toxicity, because I feel like with games there's usually no need for it. I think if you're to the point where you're getting that angry with someone, you can just leave the game. Like, there's no reason you need to stick around and be a part of that. It really doesn't affect your rank in most instances if you're just dip. So I don't know. I don't know.
Well, in Valorant, if you straight up leave the game of a competitive, they start banning you from playing competitive.
Oh, oh,
So, well, the reason why behind that is because there's a lot of players that just don't want to deal with it, and they're not being toxic. They're just
yeah.
like, I don't want to deal
I've
with
already
this, and they
lost.
just
Yeah,
leave. Well, that alone affects the game also, because now it's a 4v5, and it's
yeah.
very hard to like win a 4v5.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, anyways, this went off on a huge topic of toxicity, which is always a good thing to talk about. I think it's one of those things that we're all aware of, but we don't talk enough about in video games, and especially as like this is geared towards gamers and people who game. It's good to remember, like, just be nice, be nice, people. There's no reason to sit there and yell at everyone because things aren't going your way, or if you have a bad match, go in and send someone a nasty message. There's just really no reason for that. I think if video games can kind of grow past that a little bit, I don't think there's any other medium that is as toxic as video games. Like as far as that's concerned, you're not watching a movie. I guess you go on Twitter and you sometimes yell at the director after the movie if you didn't like it, but I mean that's about the worst of the toxicity on that. Like, video games is a whole other beast when it comes to like community and stuff. And I think even as far as like if you look at games from the like aspect of a social media type of thing, like let's say, like, because each game is technically its own social network nowadays with the way that it is. Like, even like the Facebooks and all the other social networks, those don't get nearly as toxic as some video games do. So it's just interesting to see how that's kind of evolved with video games and online gaming. And I like to see that you're standing up against some of that and trying to change some of that. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can doing it. I mean, there's only so much you can do. Some people just don't want to change. So when you get to
Yeah.
that point, when someone's just sitting there yelling at the mic, you just go mute.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with you.
Yep, exactly. That's the best way to deal with it, 100%. So tell us a little bit about Deceptive GG and what you do with them.
Oh man, Deceptive GG is a new organization that's coming up. Originally, I was asked to be part of their stream team, um,
Hmm.
and it's an organization that's kind of built just like connections, friends, and family. Like, we're all
Hmm.
close knit. We all talk all the time as if we are a family. Um, and they've been looking for leads for some of the games that a lot of the streamers play. And since I'm primarily like a 99.9% Valorant streamer, I don't think I've streamed anything lately else than that for like the past 5 months.
Hmm. Yeah.
They asked me to be their Valorant lead, so now
Oh,
I'm
cool.
their Valorant lead. So I've been looking for Valorant prospects and people to join. Like, Crispy is actually one of our Valorant streamers for Deceptive now. Um, so what I do is I help look for people that share the love that I have for Valorant, that enjoy playing it, that love, trying to help curb the toxicity in that
Yeah.
game. I know we can go into that, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's Valorant. So,
Yeah,
um,
absolutely. It's an online
and
shooter.
so what I'll be doing, yeah. So I'll be overseeing all the Valorant players within Deceptive and
Cool.
creating videos to try to help get their names out there, also to try to help everybody grow, because that's their overall goal, is really to help each other grow as a streamer,
Hmm.
to the goals that we want to achieve.
Yeah, and then as you grow, the organization grows, and then you eventually turn into a phase clan type deal. Is what the end game
Hey,
is for
you know
that,
what?
right?
That's everybody's goal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those
Just
you.
not as crazy and weird as
Well,
yours.
they've kind of built their reputation. They have a phase house, and a lot of these teams have like places where they all get together and do social crazy things on social media. And like, I don't know if I don't know if that's the goal for everybody, but I think it's a cool idea. It's like use, especially with like getting on early with a stream, like a team like Deceptive is like, hey, like we're trying to build this into something. We're trying to like maybe not on that level, but like on that level. You know what I mean? Like, and so I think that it's cool that you're actually like trying to help build this organization, and that you're trying to push it to be better and get content creators in there. So return soon to the shop for okay. See you soon, Crispy. So it's just been I don't know. It fascinates me. It's cool to me. It's very cool to me. So I've been kind of checking them out. I follow them on social media now and just kind of been. It's gonna be fun to watch that whole thing grow. So speaking of
Yeah.
toxicity, Melon,
Yeah. Look who
Melon
it
with
is.
the wolf. What's up, my guy? I hope you're doing good.
What's up, Melon? But yeah, no, it's fantastic to be a part of a brand new organization because, I mean, there's no set in stone thing that they're pretty much this is how things go here.
Hmm.
So it's definitely great to be a part of one of the founding, original people of
Yeah,
it, not really the founding owners or whatnot, but
yeah, but
to be a part of the management and help push different things in different ways to try to branch out and try to make this thing grow to what we can be. So
yeah. No, that's exciting. That's super exciting to be on the ground level and something like that. So I look forward to watching that grow, especially as like the competitive teams get better and the things get better for it. So, oh my God, dude. Biff with the Daddy Wolf and Daddy Dave. This is getting out
Oh,
of control
man.
in the chat, but I love it. I also gave Deceptive Gigi a shout out on in the chat. So if you want to go visit their Twitter, I'm sure you can find every link for them through that.
Sing a Disney song. Oh my gosh.
Oh, mediocre. We don't do that during the podcast. I'm so sorry. We'll refund your points here at the end of this once it all. Donkey, can you refund? Oh, he doesn't know how to do that. Okay, well,
Totally sing "You're Welcome" from Moana, by
I
the way.
mean, you're welcome. Is it possible to make you guys sing Disney song together? Dude, we're not. You're just pushing the limits. First I say no, and then you want us both to sing to you. Oh, come on. And
He's on
yeah,
mobile.
yeah, he can't do anything about refunding the points right now, but I'm gonna get those back to you. Yeah, I try not to do channel point redemptions during the podcast just because it distracts from it. And I don't know. And then here comes Biffy. We're just gonna be refunding points left and right after the show. It's gonna be my job after this. Clearly, we're not gonna sing a Disney song. I want a Disney song together too. I I don't know. I don't. We can't just magically duet a Disney song. These take months of practice. You know what I mean? Like we've been
Got one
talking
we
for
can do.
what?
What's the one from Frozen that Anna and what's his face sing from Frozen 1?
Oh, it's
You can be
Love
Anna.
is an Open Door.
You can be Anna.
I can be Anna. Isn't it crazy how we finish each other's sandwiches? That's what
Sandwiches.
I was gonna
That's what I was
say.
gonna say.
Oh no. Oh God. Okay, so anyways, we should move past this maybe? I don't know. Now he's got me thinking like maybe we could do a duet, but I don't think it's good for the podcast at this point. So we're gonna refund points. We can do them after when we're playing Valorant. I will sing my heart's content. But as of right now, no Disney songs. Plus, like, I don't know where that's gonna land. Like, I put these videos everywhere. I don't know where that's gonna land on the copyright scale. Is Disney gonna sue me? I don't know. Love is an open door. They say it, but they don't mean it because clearly they sue everyone who uses their property for anything. So there's no open
Oh
doors. You
man,
know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying this Disney talk is making me want to do something.
Wait. Oh no! Don't you, Mickey Mouse, everybody, do it.
Oh,
Just
oh boy, hey fellas.
if you are on the podcast, Mickey Mouse literally just walked by behind me. If you're listening, if you're not listening, and you're watching, then I don't know what to tell you. I got caught in a lie. But anyways,
That has been determined that is false.
for you audio listeners though, come check out Mickey Mouse in the background, trying to get that, trying to get that extra view. Anyways, that's what you do, right? You bait people with the podcast to watch your YouTube video. I mean, like, I'm gonna do that later too. You know what I mean? Like, we have videos we're gonna show. You're gonna miss it if you're an audio listener, but I will post it on the
Yoker
YouTubes.
CEO, that was incredible.
Yeah, yeah. The Mickey Mouse coming by and saying some stuff was pretty incredible. It was amazing. You
Yeah.
you missed it if you're on podcast. That's too bad.
One of my viewers, like because of my shoutcasting voice and how deep it can be, um, when I can go from my shoutcasting voice to straight to Mickey Mouse right after, it freaks people out. They're all like, "Dude, you should not be able to do that."
The voice shifts. The voice shifts. I love it, my man. No, but that's why you're so talented with your voice is because of like your range, and I think it plays really well into whole shoutcasting thing because you can go really low when you're just talking, but then you get more and more excited, and your voice kind of like changes with the tempo of the game almost. I don't know. Your shoutcasting's great, man. I enjoy it. What kind
Yeah,
of
it
got
was.
you interested in that?
Honestly, I was doing it for fun on stream, like when I was playing Valorant and stuff. like I was just doing normal talks. I guess I have a different voice when I'm streaming actually, or when I'm
Hmm.
on camera. And like I wasn't really doing shoutcasting at first. I
Okay.
was just randomly talking, doing call outs. Like every time I load into the game to try to up the attitude of the game,
Yeah.
like to just be positive, I would just instantly like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Just things like that. And everyone's
Hmm.
like, "Whoa, dude, what is up with your voice?" Like, I was like, "What do you mean, what's up with my voice?" Everyone's like, "Dude, what kind of streamer mic do you have?" I was like, "I just literally got a
Headset.
headset." Like, and people don't believe me. So then, after a few times of doing that, people are like, "Dude, you have like an actual shoutcaster's voice." So I just randomly started picking it up and just started doing it for fun. And I don't know, in a year I've gotten, what am I up to? 728 followers in
Wow.
less than a year.
Wow,
So,
my guy.
um, and it's just all been straight from Valorant. Just
Yeah.
people like, holy cow, I'm gonna drop you a follow for my game, and I've been running with it. And everyone says that the shoutcasting's on point. Actually, Deceptive ran an event. Their first event that they ran was a Valorant tournament. It was
Okay.
the Wolves. It was the Wolf Pack versus Deceptive GG players.
Oh, cool.
And I shoutcasted it. Like I
Yeah.
didn't play. I had my community playing against the Deceptive players, and I just shoutcasted it, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's
There's a
badass.
lot of really good clips over on their Twitch you can check out. And it was great. Like one of them, Smoke, he got a double kill on one point, and I freaked out about it because it was a really good play by him, and he shared it on Twitter saying, "Man, Wolf really knows how to hype people up with his shoutcasting." So,
Dude, heck
but
yeah. So you're looking to kind of roll that into your deceptive stuff, like be their official shoutcaster is kind of like where that's kind of lead. Is that what you want to do? And kind of like, is that in the cards or is that just something kind of a one off you were doing for them?
Um, I mean, honestly, if we run more Valorant stuff, which I know we plan on doing, like even I plan on running my own Valorant stuff as well.
Okay.
But I mean, I would love to do shoutcasting. Like, I mean, I think they're going to pick me to do shoutcasting on every Valorant tournament they have if I don't play myself.
Hmm.
Um, they actually asked me to do Call of Duty and Apex also possibly.
Oh, cool.
Problem is, I don't know those games as intricately as I do Valorant,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'd have to do a lot. I'd have to download them again and play them and try to get all the the terms and
Info.
everything. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
I feel
so
that.
yeah.
I mean, I see people on Twitch. They're just literally that's what they do is they just go and they shoutcast different tournaments. Like it was some chick I can't remember what her name was, but I was just like kind of flipping through Twitch channels and I saw this one girl and that's all she was doing was watching a tournament and shoutcasting it on her own and she had like 50 or 60 viewers. Like that's apparently is a thing. So, I don't know, it's pretty cool to see like someone who actually is doing that and it's a unique thing to do. It's very awesome. Um, come cast my Rainbow Six game. Uh, I mean, we could start signing him up for things if you want. You know, he's gonna charge though, Melon. He's gonna charge for that. Points should have been refunded. Oh, thanks, Donkey. Appreciate that, man. I'll check that after the stream. Um, so what got you into streaming, my man? What started your whole foray into the stream lifestyle and world?
So originally I really didn't think about streaming or anything like that. Like I always thought it'd be something cool to do, but I was always a very shy, wasn't really great on camera stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't talk a lot. Um, so I had a computer 3 or 4 years ago. I ended up selling it because I needed the money.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had an Xbox 360 or Xbox One, about an
One.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
Um, and I started playing Rainbow Six Siege on it with my brother, and then like him and I kind of fell off playing, but I still played Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
And I eventually ran into it was a 4 stack when I was playing in ranked, and we just had a great time playing together, and like I was doing well, they were doing well.
Mm-hmm.
They invited me to continue playing with them, and then after about 2 to 3 weeks of playing with them, they actually asked if I wanted to be part of their competitive squad. It was the
Oh, cool.
GHK squad
Okay.
when I was a part with them. So the leader of it, GHK Tax, he streamed. He always streamed it while we were playing and everything like
Okay.
that. So I was on stream for that. I just wasn't actually hosting the stream. Um, so flash forward, I did a few off streams playing Rainbow Six Siege or Apex on the Xbox, but it was like nothing crazy.
Major.
It was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's just do it, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, didn't really pay attention to the chat or anything like that. I just played on stream.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't really consider that my start of streaming. I got my PC because I know we were wanting to move over to PC gaming. So I got my
Okay.
PC and we started playing on PC together. And then I just randomly thought, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start getting stuff together because I want to try streaming. I want to have my own channel and stuff like that. So I I started getting all the stuff to start streaming, and I mean, at first I didn't have my webcam or anything like that, but I got my Twitch set up. I made sure I had all my logos and stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted, overlays, and I squared everything away that could start streaming before I actually went live my very first time.
Very cool.
Um, but
That's like the
I
opposite of a
really
lot of
don't know.
people. A lot of people, they just
Yeah,
kind of get on there and start going, and then they kind of build their channel out. It seems like you had everything well organized, ready to go, and then boom, you started doing it.
yeah, kind of well organized.
Yeah,
I
yeah, no,
didn't
that's
have a
cool.
camera at first, but I had my
Well,
overlays and stuff ready
there's
to
only
go.
so
So
much you can do, especially since there's no like, hey, here's a class on how to start streaming. Like, it's very much so something that if you want to start getting actually into streaming, you've got to do the research and you've got to figure out what other people are doing and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool that you did that up front instead of like feeling your way through it, you know?
right. But I mean, nothing really said, "Hey, you need to start streaming." It was just kind of
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, let's try it out and see what happens." And
It's,
it didn't really take off at first. It wasn't
yeah.
fantastic or anything like that. And then I hooked up with Streamers Unite, and they helped me
Hmm.
get affiliate.
Yeah.
I think they helped me get affiliate in like 2 months.
Yeah. It's awesome.
And it was actually Jack Savage 21 that got me hooked up with Streamers Unite.
Okay.
He got me hooked up with it, and then everyone helped me push to affiliate.
Very cool.
So that was awesome. And then I don't remember what games. I think I was just streaming just a whole bunch of random games.
Okay.
And Valorant really wasn't on my. It was on my radar because it was Riot Games, and I love League of Legends.
Yeah.
So like, but when
Oh, I
the
never put
beta
that
or the
together.
alpha came out, say again.
I never put that together for some reason. The Riot Games made Valorant as well. That just literally. Anyways, go ahead. Keep going.
But when the alpha came out, I didn't. I mean, I put the streams up to try to get a code, but I wasn't like hard pressed into
Yeah.
playing it. Like I jumped into, I played. I was like, okay, this game's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I didn't even play competitive in alpha to check that out. I just played it for fun to just check it out. Well, then the game launched, and I just jumped into it, and I was like, man, this game's actually a lot of fun. So I just kind of stuck with it,
Mhm.
and then like I just started streaming it, and then eventually I got down to the whole like, hey, I've got a shoutcaster's voice. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to build something on this, and it's just kind of taken off from
Stumbled.
that. So
Heck yeah, man. That's amazing. That's really cool. It's cool to see where you are now because I've actually watched you grow over the past, year as well, and it's been fun, man. It's been a fun journey to watch. So I really appreciate people who take their time and do it right. And it seems like that's kind of what you're doing, man. And it's funny with streaming, especially. I think a lot of streamers, what they do is they start streaming without knowing where it's going, and then they kind of feel their way into things like, oh, hey, I like doing this part of it, or hey, I like doing that part of it. So they kind of build out what they're good at, and the rest just kind of wash out. I think you have a very a lot of people when they start streaming just quit streaming after what's the stats, like a month or two. Like they start it and then it just kind of like fizzles out. But if you find what you like about streaming and you stick with it, I think that really helps you continue to grow because you're not going to just explode all at once. It's really a process of growing for most people. And a lot of the big streamers you see, i.e. like Ninja or Tifu, they all were super small streamers at first that just took off after they hit their breaks. So you just got to find your thing and roll with it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyways, let's. Is there anything else about your channel that you wanna put out there, or anything else that you have coming up? Any big events coming your way? Anything like that?
No events myself coming my way really. I do have my 1 year what is it, affiliate anniversary thing
Oh,
coming
cool.
up in May.
Oh, cool.
May 2nd is actually the 1 year since my first affiliate stream.
Oh,
So
cool.
May 2nd last year was my first stream as an affiliate. I'm planning on doing some kind of like subathon or 24-hour stream for that.
Very cool.
And then also Deceptive GG, which I'm going to try and do a few streams with them for this. They're doing a charity stream all of May.
Oh.
So if you guys aren't following Deceptive GG, definitely follow them. They're doing a charity stream for, I do believe it's the St. Jude's Play charity.
Okay.
So
What's the
we're
angle on
doing
that?
The angle on it?
Yeah, like
just right
what? I guess
St.
like
Jude's.
what are they do? I that's kind of a skeezy way to put that for a charity stream. Like, what's your
Like,
angle?
the angle?
I want to say, what are they doing to raise money, basically?
Oh, I mean, we're really just streaming that tries to raise money. People who just want to donate to the St. Jude's Children's Hospital. They're just trying to raise money for the St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Okay.
That's all they're doing. I mean, more details are to come. They had a meeting yesterday, and I'm gonna be talking to the guy who's running the whole thing for Deceptive.
Okay,
I'll be talking to him later today about more details.
cool.
But definitely, if you guys want to follow Deceptive on Twitter, I would. You'll find out more information that
Yeah.
way when it gets closer to time. So,
I think I still
um,
have the link. Yeah, there it is. I just put it back up on the Twitter link in the chat if
there
you
you
want to
go.
go follow him.
So, but other than that, yeah, nothing. I mean, we have a few community events coming up for Deceptive as well. But myself, yeah, just that subathon 24-hour streamer would, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna
Very
do
cool.
about it yet. So,
I'm gonna ask you one last question that I like asking everyone. Then we're gonna kind of move on to the second half of the podcast, and that's okay. So it's actually a two-part question. First off, what is your favorite game? And second off, what game? Well, I guess this one's obvious already. What game do you play most on stream? So those are two very different things for most people. So I'm just curious as to basically we know what your favorite game to play on stream is. We've got that. But what is your favorite game?
um, so in case you don't know, my favorite game to play on stream is Valorant. Throwing it out there. Don't
Throwing
know
it
if it's
out.
obvious or
Throwing it out.
not.
We haven't really talked. We haven't talked this Valorant. What is it? I don't know what this is.
Isn't this a Valorant podcast? I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah, it is now. Well, it's your
Uh,
podcast, dude. So you get to determine
oh
that one.
man, favorite game. Favorite game to play. Honestly, I've got a few. I think my number one favorite game to play currently, and I haven't played it a lot just because it's really hard to get in, is Elite Dangerous.
Okay.
It's a space exploration simulation type game.
Yeah.
There's no direct path on what to do in the game. It just kind of throws you in and said, "Hey, there you go." I've actually got a spreadsheet that shows you all the different things you can do in the game, where it's just either playing the game or even building a community for the game.
Oh wow.
And it's huge. I mean, you can pirate, you can PvE, PvP, do trading, do missions, do political power adjustments. Like
Have
there's so much you can do in this game, and the size of the game is the entire known Milky Way galaxy, and it's only about 10% explored. And it's
so
been out for about 6 years.
my question is with that. That sounds a lot like what's the other game
No
that
Man's
No
Sky.
Man's Sky? Not. I mean, like in a way, but you can get out of your spacecraft now, right? Have they added those missions yet?
So, okay, they have two updates for the game right now. One is out, has been out for a few years. It's called Horizons. You can land on planets and get out on an SRV, which is a little like moon rover.
Okay.
They have a new update coming out here in the next month or two, and it's
Yeah.
called Odyssey. And finally, we are able to get out and actually walk along the
Okay.
planets now. There's going to be outposts and stuff to do missions, like shooting missions or going to collect materials or
Very cool.
information. Um, so
Is it all
that is
randomly
coming out.
generated then?
No, it's all in the game. Like, I think the materials might be randomly generated, but every planet and star is not randomly generated.
Oh, wow. That's insane. How are they? My question is, how are they able to do that? If it's only like,
I'm not the programmer of the game,
that's
so
insane.
like you can literally look at the galaxy map
Yeah.
and you can go and view every single possible like system in the galaxy.
Wow.
And you can tell if it's been explored or not.
Dude, that's
So if it's been
insane.
explored, you'll see all the planets and belts and everything
Mhm.
that's in it. If it hasn't been explored, or if it has been or hasn't been, you won't see anything. You'll see the star.
Oh wow. And you just
So
go there and
and the best part about that, if you go and explore something that hasn't been explored before, your name gets put on it. So
oh,
your commander's name gets put on that system or item or material or anything.
that's really cool. That's crazy. It sounds like the potential of that game hasn't even been tapped yet, basically.
Yeah, and it's been out. It's been out for a minute. About six,
Dude,
7
that's
years.
crazy. I have a copy of it. I really should pop in and check it out. It's just PC gaming. I just don't do as much, and I don't know why. I'm really attached to console gaming. I use a capture card and stuff, and so
Yeah, I will say it is a rough game to get into because there is a lot to the game, and it can be very boring trying to get money at first.
yeah.
But once you get money and you have some income and you have a ship that allows you to do basically anything you
Mhm.
want, the game becomes
It opens
basically
up.
boundless.
Yeah.
So
No, that's really cool. That's really cool. I need to get off my ass and check that game out at some point, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. I've been on that Outriders train lately. Have you played that yet?
I have not. I've seen a lot of good things about it, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's on the surface it looks like Destiny, but once you get into it, it's nothing like Destiny. I mean, like the aesthetics are like
Fair.
Destiny, and that's pretty much it. The gameplay, the minute-to-minute gameplay is very different. There's no PvP. The PvE is restricted simply to basically like story missions, and then more story missions at the end. They don't have like a raid or anything like that, or any plans for a raid. So like, I didn't know any of this getting into the game. I thought it was going to be kind of like Destiny, where you're like grinding gear to get into a raid or something like that, and that is not the point of it. So, but I'm still enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like, it's still
So it's
fun.
kind of like a single player story mission that you can play with other players.
Yes, that's literally what it is right now. And grind for gear.
So Army of Two and Halo.
Yeah, Gears of War and
Here's the war. Okay.
Destiny is what I would say, more or less. Army
Okay.
of Two, that's a deep cut right there. Uh, Army of Two was a very broken game that worked very well with two people, and it was a lot of fun. I miss experiments like that. I'm not gonna lie. Army of Two. You're at Q. You're Q. Oh, thanks, Biff. I appreciate that. Ooh, you. All right, so let's got myself a nice cold Budweiser. It's
Sorry for you.
he's like, I'm watching Americans. I'm gonna drink the most American thing I can think of, Budweiser. Yeah. Drink a Coors. Drink a nice Coors, Crispy. That's where you need.
Coors?
Yeah, dude. Coors.
Oh, man.
Coors is great. It's my
Guinness.
go-to cheap beer. Guinness.
Guinness or Angry Orchard, man.
Angry. Have you ever had a? We have a brewery here. You've never had this. It's called Irish Death by Iron Horse Brewery. It's a local brewery here in where I'm at. I'll have to send you some of that because it makes Guinness look like crap. It's so good. It's so good. It's that like nice dark beer with like that nice head on it. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't know. I'll have to figure out a way to send you some because I think if you like Guinness, you'd try this beer and you'd be like, holy crap, this is way better. But
Interesting.
anyways, local breweries and whatnot, you gotta love them.
You got 3 full pint bottles for $7.
That's why Bud Light.
That's why
Yeah,
it's
that's
cheap.
yeah, nice. Get at it. You know what, Crispy? Never mind. Just get at it, bro. Don't feel bad. Drink that Budweiser. Good thing. All right. Here we go. We're gonna start with some topics now. Get into the old topics. So, what do you want to get into first? I've got 3 topics here. We've got Diablo Afterlife, or Diablo 2 Resurrected. We've got the new Lenovo gaming phone, and we've got a special surprise. Which one do you want to go with first?
Well, I feel like there's only 2 options because the special surprise should totally be last.
It could be, yeah. So we could do that. It's not like a special
Well,
surprise. It's just different from
I
what I normally do.
I haven't heard anything of the Lenovo gaming phone.
Okay.
I tend to stay away from mobile gaming because to me that's not real gaming. But
This is the
uh,
conversation. This is why I have this conversation because
let's
I
uh let's start with Diablo 2 Resurrection because like
okay.
I grew up playing Diablo 2 and I'm super excited about this
Okay.
this remaster. It's not even a remaster; it's a complete remake.
Yeah.
Like
Well, they keep the bones, so they're keeping the whole bones and everything. This is the big deal that's been about it lately. Is they're keeping like all the structure of the game. They basically painted over it, and so like all the loot grinds, everything is going to be the same. They just put a fresh coat of paint on it, and you can actually at the click of a button switch it back to the old graphics as well.
oh,
So
that I did not know. That's actually really cool.
yeah, it's really they're. I think they're doing this right. It's from the creators of Tony Hawk 1+2 and the Insane trilogy. Those guys are doing it. So it's in good hands as far as remakes go. So here's the article that I'm gonna throw in the chat that we pulled. This is a very familiar format to you if you've ever seen us on a previous podcast together. Um, we're kind of running with that. So anyways, this is instantly swap with Diablo 2 Resurrection graphics is nostalgic magic by Daniel Track. And this is from Game Informer. So, today the first lucky few are able to head into Diablo 2 Resurrection technical alpha test to explore the first few acts in a single player setting. In my first few hours of tinkering with the game, one of the awesome options that was presented itself is the ability to swap between new graphic schemes and old one. So, that's not a big deal, right? A ton of games have done this like that. However, you have hot swap the settings instantly with the touch of a button, whether you're in the middle of a battle, animation, event quest, or even the game instantly switches back and forth seamlessly. Um, So this kind of goes into like a few of the examples of that. I think this article kind of builds off of that. If you want to read the rest of it, that's that. But let's bring up an example of what it looks like. Are you watching my stream at all? Oh God. Oh God. I'm so sorry, everybody. Wow.
What did you do?
I don't know. It was just very loud for a second. All right, so here's an example of that. Let's skip this out here.
So that's new graphics.
This is new graphics, I believe.
Yep.
It looks a little bit. It looks a little bit. Yeah, there it goes back to old graphics. Damn.
Yeah. It's really cool. I did not know that they were doing that.
Yeah.
This does look amazing. I'm super excited to test this out.
Did you sign up for the alpha?
I did not.
Oh,
I mean, I didn't want to because like, the game's gonna come out. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need
absolutely.
I need the alpha. I know I'm gonna get Diablo 2.
Yeah. 100%.
That looks amazing. I can't believe they're doing this.
Oh God, why? Why? I'm so sorry, everybody.
Ow, that was loud.
I know, dude. I know. I'm so sorry. Ow, that was loud. This is the last time I'm doing this because obviously it just pumps up the volume on these videos. That's insane.
Crispy's not going to be
No, he's
hearing footsteps today on Valorant.
No. Well, Crispy's going to be joining us on Valorant for sure.
That's what I'm saying. He won't be hearing the footsteps.
Oh yeah, no, we're blowing out his ears for sure. Even Biff's like, dude, fuck this shit. Dude, that looks so good. And going back and forth between those graphics looks.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably still gonna play in the OG graphics.
I will consider it, but this, I think, just the field of view alone is so nice. Like being able to see out a little ways. God, that looks good.
Looks really good.
It looks so tight. I am super into this. Super into that. Okay, I'm not going to open another one because, quite frankly, that was very loud, and I don't feel like doing that to anyone else's ears. So, yeah, I grew up with Diablo. I love Diablo. I'm so excited for Diablo 2, especially. Such a good story. It looks like the remaster is coming along really nice. I did sign up for the technical alpha, so if I do get invited to that, I will definitely be streaming it the whole time. Biff's like, I swear, Dave, I will shut your stream. I will DDoS you to keep this music from going again. So I will unhost your shit. But yeah, I think it just looks super fun. I'm a huge Diablo fan. Diablo 3 was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward. This seems like the next. It seems like the thing that'll hold. It's the appetizer before Diablo 4. You know what I mean?
Now,
yeah.
The only problem I have is it better not be a redo of Warcraft 3, Reforged.
They learn their lesson. They learn their lesson.
I hope they learn their lesson because Blizzard doesn't learn their lessons.
They
I mean, they followed listening to the fans with World of Warcraft for so long, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot. Now they're at a point where they're trying to like rekindle stuff.
Well, yeah, I think they have their old slate of games and their new slate. They have their classic like slating of games with like Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, or kind of like their classic go-tos. But now they have this new thing that they have going on with Overwatch and what's their call it? Well, no, that's Activision in general. I'm just talking about the Blizzard properties.
Blizzard properties themselves. Overwatch,
Hearthstone, that's the other one. There's another big one that I'm missing that's pretty popular right now, and I can't think of it. So anyways, they kind of have their new kind of lineup.
Heroes of the Storm.
What was that?
Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm, that's the other one. But I think, is Heroes still going?
It's still going, but it's
going.
It was their attempt to get into the League of Legends MOBA scene, and they can't beat League of Legends or Dota.
They technically, Dota is a byproduct of Warcraft, I believe. So
Dota originated on Warcraft 3 custom games. Defense of the Ancients was originally a custom Warcraft 3 map.
Yeah.
And because Blizzard, anytime you made a custom game or anything like that on their program, they claimed it.
Yeah.
Well, Dota didn't like that because they weren't getting money from it, the people that created Dota.
Yeah.
So they separated and made Dota 2.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was still part of... for some reason, I thought Blizzard bought them out, and they made Dota 2 for Blizzard, but I guess I'm wrong on that. I guess it's just kind of a byproduct of Blizzard, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dota 2 has nothing to do with Blizzard whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
The reason they made Dota 2 is because they weren't able to get any money from their game on Warcraft 3. So because Blizzard owned it, they
Yeah.
made it for Blizzard's game. Blizzard's
Yeah.
like, that's ours. Like you can't do anything with it. Sorry. So they separated. They made their own Dota 2,
Hmm.
and
That's what off we
that's how
go.
they're able to make
And
money.
League of Legends, then yeah, Heroes of the Storm and whatnot. Also, I'm wearing a shirt that says "Noobs with a pick of." Okay, okay, yeah. Blizzard games are pretty good. What's up, Frog? How you doing? Thanks for the alert, my man. Appreciate that. Um, I think. Wait, the Frog maid. That's right. It's a girl. Sorry, and she's not a maid. She does not work at a hotel. Anyways, so
What's
nothing. I have this viewer named the Frog Maid, and then one day I was on stream and I was talking about like, are you a maid for a hotel or something? And it's like, no, just the name, just the name. It was a weeb thing, I do believe. Thinking back
Gotcha.
on it, sorry, I'm going off on tangents. It's not
A
important.
little bit.
Let's get back to let's get back to Diablo Resurrected. Today my mind is just all over the place, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like
I
I'm
like
just yeah, my exactly like my hair. Exactly, dude. You laugh, but I this hair brings me confidence, you know what I mean? Cuz if I look like this much of an asshole in front of all you guys, then, that means I like y'all cuz I don't know. It's going to go on the internet like this. I really should have taken a shower. Thanks for reminding me, Wolf. That's all I got to say. Uh Sometimes you just don't have time. You just got to wing it. You just got to wing it. And so you just got to go for it. So I just
Hashtag life of a dad.
literally rolled out of bed and started doing this. You know what I mean? But that's how we roll. So let's move on from this a little bit because we have a couple more things to cover. But looks very cool. I'm excited to play that. So let's move on to this Lenovo article. It is from what are we looking at here? The Verge. I love The Verge. I like The Verge a lot. They have pretty solid articles on stuff. So here's the article I'm reading from, y'all. Lenovo's new Legion Phone Duel 2 is a gaming phone that has two USB ports, a pop-up camera, and even built-in fans. There's so much tech inside that Lenovo decided it's best to shove it in the most critical, hardworking components into the middle of the phone, making it easier for the fan to keep it all cool during gameplay. As a result, it's thick in the middle, flanked by two batteries. This didn't seem like a huge red flag at first. If anything, it seemed clever. That is until YouTuber Jerry Rig Everything got his hands on the phone. As part of the channel's signature rigorous testing of durability, each device is eventually bent to see how much flex it can withstand before breaking. Most devices can hold up, but usually not without some bent metal or snapped glass along the way. The Legion Phone Duel 2 didn't take well at all to being flexed. Not even a little bit. Around the 8-minute, 40-minute mark in the video, shortly after the host said, I'm not even remotely concerned about it breaking, it satisfyingly snapped at the antenna line, and that means that the raised model section compromising the phone's ability to power on. With little force, the host broke the other side and illustrated that the lack of structural integrity in the design. So, let's bring this up. Let's bring this phone up because it's kind of a cool looking phone. I just want to. So the reason I brought this up is I wanted to ask you about gaming. What do you think about the idea of gaming phones? Do you think this is where the industry is going? Do you think it's something that we need to kind of keep looking out for? Or are we going to see? Because I know for so long the standard has been like iPhone. There's the design of the phone. It actually looks pretty cool. Is it we all use most people just use an Apple phone, that it's even beyond us to even start thinking about gaming phones. Everything's so geared towards business and personal that gaming phones haven't really been a thing. Do you think this is something we're going to see more of, phones geared towards gaming, or do you think it's something that Apple will just kind of keep on the side and people keep buying their Apple phones? You know what I mean?
I don't think Apple's going to get into the gaming phone industry. I
Oh, no,
don't.
no, no. That's not what I'm
Apple.
saying.
Um, I mean, gaming phones have been out there. Razer has their own gaming phone. I mean, it's nothing new.
Yeah.
This looks like a lot of stuff onto it. Like it's got its own cooling fan and a pop-up camera. So
Yeah.
it's definitely geared to your mobile gamers that also stream via their mobile phone.
Oh, okay.
So that's what it seems like to me. Me personally, I understand mobile gaming. I get it. It's in your pocket. You can grab it. You can play whenever you want. It's not a big old computer
Yeah.
rig that you have to have a desk for, and you can only play it when you get it home. So I get it. I understand. I do not like mobile gaming. Do I have games on my phone? Yeah, I've got a few. I don't play them often because my phone is more for just information.
Yeah. Yep.
So I've got a computer at home. I've got a Switch. I've got I'll have a PS5 eventually if they ever come out with them again. Like,
They're great. They're fantastic.
yeah, you hush. Um,
Outriders looks so good.
but I mean, do I think that mobile gaming is going to take off a little bit more than I'm assuming? Yeah, I think it will. I think it's just going to be another avenue for someone to play a video game. It's just kind of like how we have the console wars versus PC. Now you're going to have the mobile game wars. Like,
Do you
I
think
think
that
other
do you think that cloud gaming is going to play in this to an extent? Mostly, like you don't need a huge high end gaming phone for cloud gaming. You can use your Apple, you can use your Android. Do you think that that's something that's going to kind of hamper these gaming phones? Is that you can cloud game from anywhere, or do you think that's something that people are going to want the horsepower in their phones and they're going to want that to play games?
I think that cloud gaming is going to be very big on your mobile phone because with 5G coming out and how quick it actually is, I was able to get a little bit of work on 5G when I was down in Orlando.
Okay.
And the problem with 5G right now is like the people that have the phone, there's a lot of them on like small areas that 5G is available, so it's like
Yeah.
bogged down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel when the technology upgrades a little bit more and they get more antennas that are upgraded and equipped with 5G
Yeah.
signal and more phones out there, 5G is really fast. So I think cloud gaming is going to be amazing when it comes to mobile gaming. Um, and Biff is talking about League of Legends. They
Yes.
just came out with their Wild Rift game on
Yes.
the phone, and I have it. I have only played the tutorial so far. I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's actually really easy.
Oh.
Um, but I mean, the only time I really have time to play
Yeah.
a mobile game is at work, and even then, I can't really play.
Yeah.
So, because like when I'm at home, I'm either spending time with the wife, the daughter, or I'm already on my computer anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not often that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go play a game on my phone. So
When it's hard to stream
um,
from your phone, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
and
not good angles. I don't know. I don't know.
it's definitely going to open up an avenue for those who can't afford a computer,
Hmm.
but everybody's got a phone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely going to open up that avenue.
Definitely. So I, I don't know. I think that the future is going to be cloud gaming, and I think that cell phones are going to play into that. I personally think that gaming phones are a gimmick. I think I think most phones are kind of, especially iPhones, are about as powerful as phones can be when they come out. You know what I mean? And they usually refresh them yearly. So the idea of having a gaming phone that's going to be within a year and a half, just not very good anymore. I just feel like I don't know why you'd invest in that when you can just stick with an iPhone or stick with like a Google line of phones, like a reliable Android, and know that it's going to work well, and just be a good phone, and then games will be there for you, especially when you have like Xbox cloud gaming. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be a game changer. The other problem I have with mobile gaming is the controls. Um, I hate screen to touchscreen. And so, like, if you want to be a mobile gamer, not only do you have to bring your game, but you got to bring a bracket to rig it onto a controller, to have a controller there too, or you need to have some sort of peripheral to give you a controller. Like, I've seen things that are kind of like a Switch, but for your phone. Just kind of put it in the middle, and you have like. But even then, like, I just feel like I don't want to bring all that extra stuff. I just want my phone, and that's why gaming is so out of reach for me on my phone. Is that I can't. I'm not going to sit there and do touchscreen. It just doesn't work. I need the feeling of like some nice buttons. You know what I mean? I need that feeling of buttons underneath me, the accuracy, the way that goes. Same with mouse and keyboard, where it's just like you have that feel. You don't have that on a phone. You don't have it where buttons raise up and you can feel where they're at, and so it takes away from the gameplay. I feel like.
Yeah, I can agree with you there.
Sent me a DM to your user. We squat up or something. Let's see. Never got into fine with my PC. Interesting. Okay, they're still just talking about the leak. Anyway, sorry. Reading through chat. Anyways, so with mobile gaming, I'm still very much so on the fence. I've tried it. I tried the Apple Arcade thing. That was pretty fun. I kept that for a while, but even eventually that kind of fell off the map. They just came out with an RPG made by the creators of Final Fantasy. It's a Square Enix RPG that was made specifically for Apple Play. And that almost brought me back to Apple Play to try and do so, because that would be my more pace of game, like an RPG where you're not, it's not fast paced. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to do this. But even then, I just have no motivation for phone gaming. So, unfortunately, this really doesn't do much for me. So it's a cool idea, but I think we're just in the beginning of these gaming phones. I think you're going to see more and more of them. I think they're all going to be kind of gimmicky, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
As for gaming phones, I think they are gimmicky because like the graphics on a gaming phone, like it's so small, it doesn't matter.
No,
Like to me,
yeah,
the screen's so small, I don't care about the graphics so much. It's nice that they're nice and smooth,
yeah.
but like I don't care like how detailed that game can be.
It
So
can only
cloud
be
gaming
as
is definitely going to be like, especially when 5G becomes more
hmm
prominent, it's definitely going to be where it's at for
yeah,
mobile gaming.
for sure, for sure. So and that's going to just make these all irrelevant pretty much because you're not using your hardware, you're using the cloud. So. Let's move on. We got a last topic. I'm gonna show a little video here just because it's fun. I saw it this week. We don't normally get into movie stuff very often, so this is actually should be pretty fun to watch. I feel like so. We're trying something a little bit different. Normally, just do game news. Today, I'm doing a little bit of movie news because this just looked hella fun. Hold on, I'm getting through the commercial here for y'all's sake. Pause that. All right, here we go. You're ready for this, everybody? Are you watching? Wolf, are you watching?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. I I checked this out. There's no like
Strawberry,
copyright stuff.
red velvet, blue velvet.
Oh God.
What is going on? This I can't wait for that movie. Just saying. I can't
Oh
wait for
God,
that
that's so fun. It looks so. I saw that this week and I'm like, I gotta include that video in the thing. It's short. It's so fun. Just got there and I'm ready. Dave plays Pokemon Go. I do play a little bit of Pokemon Go. But yeah, I just wanted to say there's a couple things I wanted to unpack from this. First off, that was morbid as hell, right? Am I wrong? Is there something I felt inherently bad for them melting that chocolate on top of that marshmallow? Like,
He felt so comfortable with it. He was
I
like,
know.
"This is warm."
Like, oh God, they're dying and like roasting. I don't know. There's something a little disturbing about that. And B, I miss just going to movies, man. This movie was supposed to be out like last summer. They've delayed just a whole slate of movies for an entire year because of this pandemic, and I just miss movies, and I miss going to movies, and I miss big hits like this, man. Like that looks so fun. I want to go to a theater and watch those marshmallows melt each other over a bonfire when they're the size of my head. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I I'm excited for stuff like that. So just a little bit of hype. I thought that'd be a fun little thing to end the stream with.
I
Where's
definitely
Doggo?
missed
I will
Doggo.
I will redeem that here in a minute. We'll do that at the end of the
Oh,
yeah, that one I will redeem since we're kind of
I
near the
will
end of this.
say, I definitely do miss going to the movie theaters. Me and the wife during the honeymoon, we actually did go to the theater at Disney Springs
Oh,
and
cool.
watched Raya the Last Dragon.
Oh,
So
sweet.
theaters are open for the most part in certain places. I know in Georgia and Florida they are, in other states, but I definitely do miss going to theaters, watching new movies coming out. That was kind of a really great date night for me and the wife to go watch brand new movies.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, yeah, and that's Biff's point. I was just saying, as more people get vaccinated, this is going to get more and more. I actually got my Fauci ouchie, I guess is what they're calling him right now. I got that about a week ago. Wherever you land on that, if you want to get vaccinated, not we're not here to have a discussion about that. But I think as more people start to, you're going to start seeing things open up a little bit. So, but yeah, it's one of those things that I'm excited to get back to normal. I kind of am starting to see the end of all of this shenanigans, and hopefully we can go see Black Widow. Hopefully we can go see Ghostbusters. Hopefully we can see the new Top Gun. There's so many movies right now that are just sitting on back burners that have been ready for an entire year that just have not come out. I mean, it's just been stupid. I'm not happy about it. Theaters are open now here in New York City. Wow, theaters are open in New York City. That is extremely surprising. I did not know that. So, Godzilla versus Kong. I have not seen Godzilla versus Kong yet.
Oh,
That looks very good.
do you need to get off and go watch this like now?
Yeah, just go to. It's on HBO Max. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I need to do that. I've been also watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which has been kind of my holdover for Marvel movies. And let me
Oh my
tell you
god,
what,
I want to talk about that right now.
well,
I don't
okay.
want to
So here's
spoil
the deal.
anything.
Here's the deal. We're not going to because people can still go
No.
watch it. And I haven't watched this latest episode. I started watching it, but I fell asleep last night. So, but dude, the three that I've watched have been so good. I'm so excited. The Snyder Cut was a really cool thing. By the way, Snyder Cut is not canon. If you didn't know that, sorry, spoiler alert on that. But that's just his passion project. They did not. They decided to go with the original theatrical release of Justice League is what's canon. The Snyder Cut is not. So
By the way, I don't know if anybody saw Dwayne the Rock Johnson posted on Twitter
yes,
saying, "Let's bring back the Snyder Cut universe,
yeah, the Snyderverse.
Snyderverse, or something like that." So the Rock is behind us, guys.
Yeah,
Maybe we can get something and make
I
this
mean
canon and completely throw away the other Justice League
that was
work.
garbage.
I don't
That
even
now
know
is
why that was a thing.
well, everyone knows the story, right? You heard the story about the original Justice League, right? Where Zack Snyder's daughter had a tragic. There's a tragedy there with his family and everything,
Yeah,
and so he had to step away, and Joss Whedon took over, who was an obvious replacement. I mean, he did two Avengers movies. I don't know why. That just makes sense to have him come in and try and do Justice League, but at the same time, it just turned into this mismatched mess of two movies. Like you had one vision of stuff that was already shot, already paid for. They was like, you're gonna use this stuff, and then he had to come in and do his own reshoots, and it just did not work out well at all. It just was a mess of a movie. The Snyder Cut was great. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the spoiler, the Easter eggs and the fun stuff they put in there. I don't think it's going to lead to anything. I think DC is on a path where they're more like, hey, we're going to make these individual movies a lot like they do with their cartoons, where they just kind of they loosely connect, but they don't connect at all. You know what I mean? And they're going to keep going down that path. But I'm excited to
and
see where that goes. Go ahead.
since we're on kind of the DC topic
No,
here,
that's fine.
in case you didn't hear, the new Batman movie coming out with sparkly vampire dude.
Yeah,
Uh,
Pattinson, Robert Pattinson.
yeah, Robert Pattinson. Apparently, it's being placed in the alternate universe.
Yeah, it's not in the DECU or so it's kind of like how they made Joker. That's in its own thing. It's kind of like this Batman movie is going to be its own thing, but they're going to try and Flash. Apparently, the Flash movie that's coming out is in the DECU, and it's apparently supposed to kind of bring everything together so that if they do want to do crossover movies, they can. But they're going to have their characters kind of existing in either the DCEU or it's going to be its own thing over here. Basically, they're just making an excuse to be able to make any movie they want to make and still mash it together at the end of the day, is what they're doing.
Basically.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, I would really like to see Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I'm really rooting for this, and this is my theory, is that the new Batman movie is in the same universe as Joker.
So I don't know if you heard about that or not. It's
No.
already been confirmed that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is not the actual villain Joker. He is the inspiration to the villain Joker.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So
Interesting.
in that universe, whoever is the Joker sees Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and
Hmm.
he uses that as his inspiration to do what he does.
Oh, I had no idea about that. Marvel dude working on DC films. Yeah, I can see where that went wrong. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
They're very
exactly.
different tones. He tried to bring that happy-go-lucky Marvel stuff into DC, and that's not what people want from DC. I think DC's figured that out too. DC's definitely going darker. Suicide Squad's going to be rated R. I'm super hyped on Suicide Squad. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super hyped on Batman. I can't wait to see what they do with that. The Batmobile just looks sick as fuck. And so I'm very excited to really get going on that, and just see where that goes. So it started out. You see, this is what I love about this podcast is it starts out with melting marshmallows and morbid stuff like that, and then goes from there. Joss Whedon has apparently not a good person. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out about Joss Whedon right now and his shenanigans, which makes me even more want them to make the Snyder Cut canon. But we'll see. Although Joss Whedon has made a lot of good shit, like. Oh, and to be honest, like a lot of directors are assholes. They just own it. I think Joss Whedon has kind of played it off like he's a nice guy, and it's kind of biting him in the ass. Like Tarantino, apparently not a very nice guy. A lot of directors out there, not nice people, but they get shit done. James Cameron, apparently not a very nice guy, but they get shit done. And I think at the end of the day, that's what's more important with those movies is like getting stuff done. But I think Whedon's whole downfall is that he was blatantly racist and that's what's
Nice.
coming to bite him in the ass. Yeah, he was pretty not cool to Cyborg on set.
I was
Something.
gonna say, is that the reason why Cyborg was not very prominent in
Yep.
his version?
Yep, he was pretty much an asshole to that guy, and it's all coming out right now, and Warner Brothers is being dickish about it. But that's a whole other thing. So, yeah, so I think this is where we're gonna call the podcast. We're right at that hour mark where I like to cut it. Um, so let's do my little outro here, and then you're gonna watch me play Valorant with a mouse and keyboard, which is going to be disastrous. So I recommend you stick around after this short break. I want
Can't
to
wait.
thank you for watching this week's episode of Chatterday. I want to especially thank our guest, WolfX Live. Thank you so much, man. What's your schedule look like for this week, by the way, so people can
So
catch you?
I always stream Monday and Wednesdays. I
Okay.
start around 6:30 to 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
Stream for about 3 hours, and the rest of the week is kind of up in the air because my
Okay.
schedule's
Up in the air.
all over the place.
Yeah.
So
No, that's great. So Monday, Wednesday, go check them out. Awesome. If you missed some of the episode, you can find it on YouTube. Just search for Dave_Loudon. If you don't have time to watch the video, I got you covered. Just type Chatterday into Apple Podcasts or SoundCloud, and you can listen to it there. But once again, you're going to want to go back and watch the YouTube video because of all the crazy shenanigans we had. We had Mickey Mouse stop by. We had several videos and reactions to Diablo, and we had the trailer for the Ghostbusters. So I don't know why you're not watching this on YouTube. And my new schedule. So I took a little break last week, but my new schedule for posting is going to be Sundays. We're going to have the podcast out. Mondays, we're going to be dropping the YouTube video. So look out for that. I'm going to be as consistent as possible going forward with that. I've not been so consistent with posting my YouTube content, and I apologize for that. That is going to change. So anyways, just my little speech, motivational speech to myself. Make sure you like and subscribe wherever you're at. I hope you all are having an awesome day, and stick around for some Valorant action. We will see you all next Chatterday. Thank you so much, everybody.